Hello and welcome to this week's NPL. Chris Dittmar with you from Triple M. And all thanks to Heart Kids this week. They've got their special day this weekend with the Campbelltown Comets game. It's called Super Boss Day, so please get behind Heart Kids. As I welcome from Raiders, Terrence Carter. How are you, Terrence?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Chris?
Scoring machine this year, eh? You're putting a few in the back of the net.
I've had a few good games this season so far, so it's been good. We've Raiders obviously coming up from the state league to the NPL league. We've had a few good run-ins through the first couple games, and hopefully we can continue that this week.
I saw you play against Comets earlier in the year, and gee, you put a nice little ball through. It was gonna go in, and a great save by Jules Torres, and just at the last second.
Yeah.
Would have been good to score against your old side.
Yeah, it would have been very nice. A lot of those boys are giving me stick before the game and stuff like that, and even Jules himself, he said I wasn't going to score against him, so I was very gutted that I didn't get a chance to score. But great lads at Comets, so I'm seeing they're doing really well and stuff out there, so full respect to them.
Raiders are doing very, very well. Coming up, through promotion, to be sitting where you are and to be so competitive, it's been a great start to the season. Tell me about Nick Kuzman as a coach.
Oh, he's a great coach. He's been a very good man management of players. So he's not only looked after us on the pitch, he's looked after us off the pitch. So he's calling us during the week, making sure we're all good, making sure we're ready for the week, and making sure we're all set to go and stuff. So I can't stress how well he's done for myself and the other boys with just getting us prepared and stuff.
Yeah, good. Tell me about your background. Where have you played, and which clubs have you played at previously?
So I grew up in London, England.
Yep.
Lived there my whole life until I was about 18. Played in a few academies when I grew up, and played in a few non-leagues as well. Obviously, being a footballer, I wanted to make it to the professional level, and I wasn't fortunate enough to make that happen. So I was very lucky enough to get a scholarship to go to the States and study and play at the same time there. So I went to 2 different universities there, got a degree in business and communications, and from there I played in the 3rd division out there for a little bit, and just last April I got a few calls saying that I could come potentially play in Australia or maybe a few different Scandinavian countries, and Scandinavia is a lot colder than Australia, so I picked to come out here, and it's been great since I've been out here. It's been fantastic. I obviously won the FFSA Cup with Comets last year, and now doing pretty well with Raiders, and hopefully we can potentially win something or be at the top of the league at the end of the year.
What a great journey you've been on. Who did you follow in London?
Arsenal was always my team.
The Gunners.
Yeah, they're one of those teams. You laugh one day, you cry the other day. So it's probably my localist club, and I played for them when I was a little bit younger.
Oh, good.
Have some season tickets there too. So
all right, great stuff. All right, Terrence Carter. Let's have a look at last week's results. So much needed win for South Adelaide, 3-1 over Adelaide United. The Panthers needed that one, didn't they?
Yeah, no, South Adelaide haven't had the best results, and getting a win against Adelaide United Youth is always a good result.
Yeah, Andreas Veen scored a couple. He's having a good season. 5-0 Comets over Adelaide City, so City desperately need to get some points. Metro Stars, Terrence, they are back on the winners list as well. They are very, very good, Metro Stars.
Yes, we played them last week, and they were very hard to break down, and they're just a well-oiled unit, and they, I believe, beat us 1-0 in the very last few minutes, so I'm sure they're buzzing with confidence. Blue
Eagles, another win for them, 1-0 over your lot. Let's have a look at Hamish McCabe's goal from that game. And Croydon just couldn't hold on against Campbelltown, so they went down 3-2. We've got a nice shot here from Mark Marino as well. And in the final game, 2-2, Olympic and Para Hills sharing the points there. All right, let's go to the Player of the Year votes now, thanks to James Threadgold Jewelers. And this is for the Tag Heuer watch. And as we look down the list from the game, so Andreas Veen's getting some votes from both coaches for those goals that he scored. Also, Alan Welsh having a good season. Dylan Smith, outstanding as well. He's having a real good year, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been very good for Metro.
So both coaches giving Dylan some votes there. Good to see the veteran Ian Fyfe getting 3 votes. He's still scoring. He's about 52 years of age. He's still scoring votes. That's fantastic. Daniel Mullen's been getting a lot of votes as well. In fact, Ian Fyfe got votes from both coaches, which is good to see. Butler Bowden scoring from both coaches. And that man again, Hamish McCabe, with 3 votes as we go to the leaders board. Hamish McCabe, Liam Wooding having a very good year. We mentioned Daniel Mellon, Andreas Wiens. Tell me about Josh Murray. I've asked a lot of players that have come in this year about him. Albie Kidd, who's our regular, suggests to me that he should go to the next level. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Josh is a great kid. He's always working hard. He's always putting in extra effort at training, outside of training, and just a nice person to have around in your team. He's always positive. He's always got a good attitude. Thinks he's a bit of a fashionista and stuff like that. He thinks he's a bit of a trendsetter, but
good.
No, he's a good lad, and if he does get the opportunity, it's well deserved.
All right, let's go to this week's games, and again, real good games everywhere you look. Adelaide City must win against Metro.
Yeah, I believe so. Adelaide City, they've not had the best run of form, and obviously with the points deduction, it's been very hard for those boys. So again, they definitely need a win there.
All right, I reckon this will be another tight game as well. Para Hills against South Adelaide, who had their first win last week.
Oh yeah, definitely. Para Hills have definitely got some points on the board in the last few weeks, so they'll be looking to add to that. But obviously South beating Adelaide United Youth, they'll have a lot of confidence too, so that should be a real good game.
Yep, Adelaide United and Blue Eagles, another good one. Campbelltown at home to Adelaide Comets. How do you see that one going?
I tell you what, they're both very good teams. I think probably the 2 hardest teams Raiders have faced this season. Hopefully Campbelltown give Comets a bit of a hard game, seeing as we have them in the midweek game for the Cup. So I think maybe Campbelltown might just nick that, seeing as they're at home, but who knows.
All right. Now, you're taking on Croydon this week. That won't be an easy game.
No, not at all. Ange at Croydon has done a great job with those boys at Croydon, and I think they've only lost a few games, and I know they've drawn quite a bit, but they're definitely a hard side to beat, so we'll definitely have a hard task this weekend. So we're definitely going to have to get ready for that and see if we can get the 3 points.
For sure. In the final game, what about this for rivalry? West Adelaide and Olympic. That will be an enormous battle. Terrence, great to see you.
Thank you again.
Love
for
watching
having
you
me.
play, mate.
Appreciate it. Thank
Keep
you very
scoring
much.
those goals for Raiders, won't you?
I will do my best.
Good
Thank
on you,
very
mate.
much.
Have a great week at the NPL.